All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Tulsa live stream. My name's Gabe, and I get to be the host of the show. Thank you guys so much for joining us once again this evening. As you can see, we have a very special returning musician of Avery, and I believe he has his name changed. I'm sure he'll explain that here in just a minute. But we're super excited to have him back here once again on the show. It's been a really long time, so we're interested in to see how Avery has come further in his career as a musician. This evening on the show, after Avery, we're going to have Stormy Daniel. He did a pre-recorded session with us on Wednesday so that he could perform on the show for you guys this evening. So he's going to be performing second. And then afterwards, we're going to have a new musician. Flodell is his name, and he will be performing his own original music as well as a third musician. And then to close out the show, Guitar Dave's birthday is today, and so he's going to be celebrating his birthday on the show with us with his mystery singer, who's not a mystery anymore. It is Melissa, and we're excited to have her and Guitar Dave to close out the show for us this evening. If you're not watching on the TulsaLivestream.com, I encourage you to go there now. It's the only place that you can interact with the musicians while they're live here on the show. There's heart buttons, a thumb button. There's also a donate button that you guys can donate to the musicians or to the Tulsa Livestream show. And if you would like to do any of those things, then you have to do that on the TulsaLivestream.com. So head there now. One point of interest, Avery was the fourth musician on the Tulsa live stream, so he was one of the very, very original artists that performed here, helped get the show rolling, really, and so we're just so glad that you've decided to come back for us this evening. But anyway, without further ado, we've got Avery.
Hey. Thank you for all that. Hey everybody, Avery here, but I am musically going by How Airplanes Fly. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I play a mix of just singer-songwriter stuff, and I also play songs about Harry Potter sometimes. That's just what I do. You can find my music on Bandcamp by looking for How Airplanes Fly, and you can also find my music on Spotify under Avery Marshall, if you'd like to check it out there as well. But I'm just going to play some of my own songs for you, some Muggle, some Wizard, and hope you enjoy it. All right. Stop your crawling, you don't belong to me. If there's something calling that you need to see, well then I say go, don't hesitate. Go ahead and make your getaway, and I hope you find what you need to find, with no stone unturned, no fuse unburned. And while you're out there searching, wondering if you're all alone, I'll be here waiting right at home. Home ain't a room with just four walls. In a letter, in my phone calls. I'll meet you on the other side when we both arise. Till then, Godspeed, let your heart lead, and I hope you find what you need to find, with no stone unturned, unburned. And while you're out there searching, wondering if you're no stone unturned, no fuse unburned. And while you're out there searching, wondering if you're all alone, I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting right at home. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That song is called Right at Home. It's not on anything, so you got that exclusively. But it's a song I really like. All right, so the next song I'm going to play you is a Wizard Rock song. This one is called Time Turner, and I wrote it for a compilation that a bunch of other Wizard Rockers did that you can check out on Bandcamp. Just look for Wizrockopedia compilation, you'll find it. But I'm just going to play it for you. It's kind of about how the Harry Potter books used to make me feel. Every day I think on back to the way that you made me feel. All these secrets, mysteries, and villains finally revealed. I grew up on every page, but now it's got me wondering, where's a time turner? Time keeps turning on me. In my mind I'm still that child, searching for something worthwhile. These adventures, all these friends, I hope that it never ends. I grew up on every page, but now it's got me wondering, where's a time turner? Time keeps turning on me. One book, two book, three book, four, I can't get enough, I need more. 5 books, 6 books, 7 books, then I'll bring them all over again, all over again now. Every day I think going back to the way that you made me feel. Adventure, all these friends and villains finally revealed. I grew up on every page. Things are different, but they're still the same. But now it's got me wondering, where's a time turner? Time keeps turning on me. Yeah, if you find that song on the actual Bandcamp, it's got a lot more to it. Some drums and things, and some background vocals and stuff. You know, so definitely check that out there. That song was called Time Turner. So next I am going to play, let's see. I'm going to play one that I wrote for my wife. It's called Red Wine. I recently changed the name of it, that's why I stuttered. But yeah, I'm just gonna get to it. Hope you enjoy it. It's for you, Colleen. If you sway from man-made ways or tidal waves, you can fall into my embrace like you did before. place in me. The world you see, the reality where neither of us needs to worry about the weeds growing outside our doors. I spilled red wine on your bedside table. Usually I'm a little more stable. How in the hell are we ever coming back from this? If you will, the world too still, and I move until you said all you need to say. We'd forget about the day and what time was even for. I spilled red wine on your bedside table. Usually I'm a little more stable. How in the hell are we ever coming back from this? I spilled red wine on your bedside table. Usually I'm a little more stable. How in the hell are we ever coming back from this? Why would we want to from this? How could we ever forget this love? Thanks, y'all. That song is called Red Wine. You can find that on Spotify and Bandcamp. All right, so I'm going to play one more. I got one more. So, yeah. Cool, I got plenty of time? Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm going to play another one from the album, the EP I put out. It's actually called the Self-Care EP. If you look it up on iTunes, Spotify, whatever you listen to stuff on, you should find it. But yeah, it's called Mountaineer. Hope you like it. I've been falling for your touch. I don't know what I'd do without falling deeper in your love, hoping there's no way out. Can you feel it with me? Something shifting in the ground. Something's changing within me, and only you can bring it out. Do you wanna go to Denver, go to Oregon with me? Set up a cabin in the mountains, build a shack by the sea. There ain't a thing we can't do, there ain't a thing we can't be. Forever in your arms, darling, I am free. You remind me of a mountain sky when the day is bright and clear. Every moment that passes you by, I hope it only brings you near. I just wanna hold your hands, rough like a mountaineer. I'll write your name the sand. Let the whole world know you were here. Do you wanna go to Denver, go to Oregon with me? Set up a cabin in the mountains, build a shack by the sea. There ain't a thing we can't do, there ain't a thing we can't be. Forever in your arms, darling, I am free. They said it wouldn't work, they said it wasn't right. But who are they to run my life? Do you wanna go to Denver, go to Oregon with me? Set up a cabin in the mountains, build a shack by the sea. There ain't a thing we can't do, there ain't a thing we can't be. Forever in your arms, darling, I am free. Forever in your arms, darling, I am free. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, y'all. That song is called Mountaineer, and you can find that on wherever you listen to music. Just under Avery Marshall and How Our Planes Fly on Bandcamp. Like I said, I'm still trying to make that transition to How Our Planes Fly. It's a little messy. Let's see. What should I play now? I was really only planning to play those, but I'm trying to see what I can throw out here without messing it up too much. So let's see. All right, all right. There you go, there you go. Cool, I'm just going to play another Wizard Rock song for you. This song is called Poetry Emotion. It's about Dumbledore and Grindelwald. Is it possible to love and to hate you? Gellert every night, I debate you. I know, I'm falling behind. Help me help you change your mind. You came into my home and now I'm homeless. My family torn apart by your boldness. I know, I'm falling behind, running out of time. Help me help you change your mind. If he's poetry in motion, does that mean he'll never stop? Oh Lord, brew me a potion to make him what he's not. You think I'm just another muggle-loving fool, fooling around here with you. I know, I'm falling behind. Help me help you change your mind. I know, I'm falling behind, running out of time. Help me help you change your mind. If he's poetry in motion, does that mean he'll never stop? Oh Lord, brew me a potion to make him what he's not. If he's poetry in motion, does that mean he'll never? Thanks, y'all. That was Poetry in Motion, and a little bit of wizard rock. Like I said, it's a little bit of muggle, there's a little bit of wizard. You know, I like to switch it up a little. Okay, this will be the last one that I'm doing. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that because I probably messed that up. So let's see. I'm gonna try to play a little Riverside Drive. It's been a second since I've played that one, so yeah, let's hope it goes well. All right. But yeah, my name's Avery. You can find me by Avery Marshall on like Spotify and stuff. But How Our Planes Fly is also where you can find me and where you'll find my newer things and more updates. So. I almost lost my voice. That reminds me I've got a choice to live or to compromise, to see myself through my own eyes. So now I'm feeling alive, going 85 right down Riverside Drive. I'm chasing the sunrise. So what do I know about that long winding road? Only what I've been sold. You better buckle up for the ride and keep on driving through the night. I would have gone to my grave with that lie to my name. And worst of all is I know why. Another bird too afraid to fly. So now I'm feeling alive, going 85 right down Riverside Drive. I'm chasing the sunrise. So what do I know about that long winding road? Only what I've been sold. You better buckle up for the ride and keep on driving through the night. Alright, hey, hey, and keep on driving through the night. Alright, hey, hey. What a weight off my shoulders. What a breaking free. Back away, all ye vultures. Ain't no more picking off of me. Ain't no more. Yeah. Hey, we made it 3/4 of the way. You know, that's a victory in itself. Thank you all.
All right. Well, thank you, Avery. Again, we really appreciate you for making it back out here once again.
Thank
Always enjoy you, and definitely seems like you've been working at the very least on your stage presence.
Thank you.
And you always, I mean, even previously, you always sounded great. So it's hard. It's very difficult to, you know, go from great to better than great. You know what I mean? So like your sound is always fantastic to listen to. We like all of your Tulsa-based songs, and it's a really good time whenever you're out here.
Thank you.
For sure.
I love the city, for sure.
Yeah.
But always, thanks for having me on, and hopefully I'll be here more. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'd love to have you back a little bit more now that we're kind of gearing the evenings towards specific like genres, maybe like musicians, if that makes sense.
Cool.
And yeah, we'll try and put together a set that's like you're all kind of similar in the way that you play. Yeah, exactly.
Man, that would be fun.
So, anywho, that is going to take us to our first break. After the break, we're going to have Stormy Daniel. Again, he did a pre-recorded session for us yesterday that we'll be playing for you guys this evening. And then we'll continue on the night with Flodell and Guitar Dave afterwards. So we'll see you guys here in... Yeah, happy birthday, Guitar Dave. He's going to, hopefully, I think they're bringing some cake up here. I think it's going to be a grand old time. We might even just hang out on the stage and eat it in front of you guys. That'll be real fun. But anyway, either way, we'll be back here in 5 minutes. Please take a look at the sponsorship break. We can't do this without the help of the sponsors. It provides equipment that we can provide for the musicians, as well as some monetary value to the business here that we're running. So we really appreciate all of them, and we also really appreciate all the musicians. Again, we don't have a show without musicians, so if you do feel like donating to a musician, feel free to either click the donate button or check out the musicians page, where you can find out all the information about the musicians that have performed here. And then you can go, like Avery was saying, go to Bandcamp, watch some music, go to Spotify, figure out how you can pay attribution to these musicians who are, developing content about the city of Tulsa. That would be really nice for them as well. So anyway, we'll see you guys here in 5 minutes.
Yep.
Thanks, Gabe, for having me out, man. It's good to see you guys again. Tulsa Video Magazine, doing my little part here. Thank all the sponsors that make this possible, like Gabe always does. My name is Stormy Daniel. This is Stormy Daniel Original Music. Told you guys the next time I came back I'd tell the story about that. So real quick, when I first started doing this 4 years ago, I had written 3 songs that I really didn't even have music for or barely even knew how to play the guitar. And I used to go to this place called the Crystal Skull. And how we ended up there was me and my friend were out looking for karaoke. And we went to this place, and it was a little bitty place, and there was 1,000 people smoking cigarettes. And it was just, you could literally cut the air through the cigarette smoke. We're like, man, we can't stay here. It's just too smoky. It can't breathe. So we went around the corner, and we found this place called the Crystal Skull. And there was a guy in there named Dustin Chadwell. Some of you folks out in the music world in Tulsa should know who that is. And if you don't, you're missing out on a great dude. Catch him when you can see him. And Mark Proctor. And they were doing an open mic jam every Thursday. And he's like, hey, man, come out and play your songs. And I'm like, dude, I'm terrible. And he's like, oh, we don't care, man. It's an open mic jam. This is where you do this stuff at. So I went out and I played my 3 songs for months, the same 3 songs. Just go out every Thursday, get up, play my 3 songs, get down. And Mark Proctor, who is a drummer here in Tulsa, gives lessons, by the way, if anybody needs those, Mark Proctor, started calling me Stormy Daniels and saying that I was the only jammer that had sex with the president and got paid to be shut up and all this stuff. And I was like, well, I'd have a lot nicer tailor if he would have paid me $110,000, but... And it used to kind of embarrass me, and he'd do it every time. Next up, Stormy Daniels. Next up, Stormy Daniels. Well, Dustin Chadwell's daughter was born, and he took 2 weeks off, and Mike Barham from Mike Barham and the Honky Tonk Prophets came to do the jam for 2 weeks in a row on Thursday. And the first week I came in there, I walk in, and I say hello to Mark, and Mark's like, I already got you on the list. You're good to go. And I just go sit down and order a drink, and I'm sitting at the thing waiting, and Mike Barham comes in. It's the first time I'd ever met him. We introduced each other, and I'm like, hey, you know, how's it going? And they got up and did their little 30 minutes to start the show, and then Barham picks up the list. And Proctor had written Stormy Daniels on the list. And Barham, not knowing any different, picked up the list and said, next up is, and he's like holding it where he can read it away from his face, Stormy Daniels. And Proctor just starts laughing, man. He almost falls off his little drum throne. He's laughing so hard. And this time, I walk up to the stage, and instead of being all sheepish and just like, whatever, Mark, and starting my music, I took a step back from the mic, got my guitar in my hand, and I did just like this. I went, hello, I'm Stormy Daniels. And Proctor couldn't even play the drum set. He was laughing so hard. And so that was kind of a running joke for the first 3 months. And then we started going playing at Wild Hogs. And I told DC and Proctor, I said, man, I gotta have a middle initial for my name to be official. And they're like, what does that mean? And I was like, I gotta be Stormy T. Daniels. He says, what, why? I said, that way I can be STD. And for about 6 more months, I would sign the login sheets as an STD. And Proctor would be like, the only STD you're ever going to want to have in your house. And it was a big joke. And as it went along, I didn't really want to be a joke, so I dropped the S, kept the Daniel, so I could have my separate, you know, me and my stage persona. And my wife will tell you she loves Stormy Cosby. She's not too crazy about Stormy Daniel because that dude's kind of crazy. But anyway, me and my friend Victor Jones wrote this next song together. He was saying, he's like, dude, all the songs you write are like sad. I'm like, well, it's country music, dude. I'm sorry. It's 3 chords and the truth. He goes, well, we got to write a fun song. I said, okay, let's write a fun song. He said, let's write a song about going to the lake. And about 10 minutes later, we came up with Keystone Lake. I wish Ray Fields could be here right now because this is is his favorite song. There's no better therapy than a boat out on the lake. Working my ass down to the bone, gotta be more than I can take. So I developed a philosophy around beer and 90 proof. Out where the bullfrogs croak and the stars are my roof. The stars are my roof. So bring your drinks, yo, down by the bank, so we'll bring the cousins and get to buzzing. Open the whiskey and let's get risky. Just don't trip when we're skinny dipping. You know the late night is gonna make things right. Down on Keystone Lake. So you can take your city lights in the nighttime traffic jam. They don't look like too much fun sitting where I am. Out here on this lake shore is where I prefer to be. You keep running your road rat race, and I'll keep living free. We'll keep living free. So bring your drinks, yo, down by the bank, yo. We'll bring the cousins and get to buzzing. Open the whiskey, show us your good days. Just don't trip when we're skinny dipping. You know the late night is gonna make things right. Down on Keystone Lake. Rolling down 412, heading for Keystone. Down 412, Keystone Lake. Rolling down 412, gotta get out of town. Gonna party down on Keystone Lake. And that's Keystone Lake, guys. We love that song. There's some crowd participation parts, but I don't have drums on me, so I left them in my other pants. Drum set named Bongo. So this is another song. Well, they're all songs I wrote. That's a funny thing. I'm gonna tell you guys another story. We went to Fort Worth to take my mother-in-law down there because her sister had a bad heart attack and she's very elderly, and she has since passed. And my mother-in-law was like super grateful that we went down there and took her to go see her when she was still awake, alive, and still in good spirits and all that. The woman was funny for someone that just had a massive heart attack. But we stayed at the Omni down there in Sunset Square, and we went looking for something to do, and Fort Worth was still shut down a month ago. Like the bars were open, but there's nothing going on. Like it was so boring. So I get on the Facebook and I find the open mics, and there's one open mic in Fort Worth, and it's on Lancaster Street, East Lancaster. And anybody knows anything about Fort Worth, to say you can go anywhere in Fort Worth except East Lancaster. But I went anyways. This place called the Red Dog Saloon. When I got there, there was the biggest muscled up red pit bull dog I've ever seen in my life. I walked in the door. He walked up, smelled me, walked away panting. They said, "You're okay. You can come in." And I thought that was funny until, I don't know, about an hour later, somebody walked up the door and the dog walked up and wouldn't let him in. Like it was, and they wouldn't let that guy in for real. It was kind of crazy. But the Red Dog Saloon had a jam, and we went and played there. If you guys are ever in Fort Worth on a Wednesday night and you play music, that's a fun place to go. And I played this song for them. This is a song about where all the songs come from. Well, I've been untrue, a bad man most of my days. That's all I've been through. It seems I'd change my ways. Well, I done cocaine and got lost in the liquor. consumed by my faults. I never was a fool. Never got caught. Won't swallow my pride. Admit when I'm wrong. I'll sing to backside. Play some sad country songs. Sometimes I drink and cry. Old Johnny Cash. I get drunk and staggered with old Merle Haggard. Then when life hits me, find Waylon and Willie. Yeah, my life's a song. Y'all sing along, 'cause they're right here with me. Yeah, I roll my reaper. Oh, Bocephus. Times I drank alone. Feel good and gone. Then when life hits me, I find Waylon and Willie. Yeah, my life's a song, and we all sing along, 'cause they're right here with me. My life's a song, and we all sing along, 'cause y'all are right here with me. Thank you. So last time I was here, I didn't play everything. I can't remember what the 3 songs I didn't play were. Played one of them first because it's Keystone Lake, because Struggle was here and he reminded me, hey man, you didn't play my song. And that reminds me that his second favorite song that I wrote, I didn't play it either. This next song, this came from sharing some grief with a buddy of mine. He had bad deal with this woman. And there's another song that was actually written about her that came out of that same story. But man, he would never listen to me. And I tried to tell him. And then I wrote this song and I played it for him and I said, this song is about you and your girl. And I haven't talked to him since. And he's not with her anymore, so hopefully we'll get that reconciled someday. But he kind of figured out that this song was true. This is called Come Out of the Pain. Loving you ain't easy, in fact it's a living hell. You always say you love me, but I can never tell. Do just enough to please me, it's a lie that you live well. Get the best of me and leave me cold and frail. Dark clouds are gathering, there's a storm coming through. I'm stuck on the outside of what became of you. Loving you ain't easy, it's driving me insane. And I ain't got the sense to come out of the pain. No, I ain't got the sense to come out of the pain. Give you all my money, but it ain't ever enough. I can't pay the price that comes with your love. You ain't never changing, it's a fact I can't deny. All the love that we made, you made into a lie. Dark clouds are gathering, there's a storm coming through. I'm stuck on the outside of what you do. Loving you ain't easy, it's driving me insane. And I ain't got the sense to come out of the pain. No, I ain't got the sense to come out of the pain. What about you wrong for me? You mind about my love? Loving you is driving me insane. I ain't got the sense to come out of the pain. No, I ain't got the sense to come out of the pain. Thank you. Now, if I recollect correctly, and I don't know if I do or not, this next song, I didn't even know I wrote it, if that sounds funny. My kids moved up here to Tulsa about a year after I did. And they lived in my old house. I let them have the house when we left Burke Burnett, Texas. And when they came back up here, my son said, "Hey, Dad, I got this box that was down there, and it had these spirals in it, and you had written in them. And there was a bunch of songs in there." And I was like, "Oh, well, that's cool." I said, "Can you bring it to me?" He brought it to me, and there's a bunch of nonsense wrote in all them spirals and 2 songs. And I was like, 2 is not a bunch of songs. He says, "Well, when I saw there was 2 in the first top of the spiral, I thought that's what was in there, Dad." And I'm like, "That's cool, though." But what was cool is this funny little song was in there called "I Lost Your Memory," and it already had the chords written above it and everything. And I seriously cannot remember playing this ever, but like the tune and everything came back to me. So this is "I've Lost Your Memory." 10 years spent together since I left you. Left my life a terrible mess. Now we'll be damned if I'm going to let you ruin any part of the rest. Guess I'll see down the road you become I used to be. I ain't buying what you sold, it seems I've lost your memory. We'll get back together if it ever finds me. But it seems I've lost your memory. Guess you thought that I couldn't forget you, though our last words were unkind. Now I'm very happy, it sure upsets you, 'cause you seem to have slipped my mind. Guess I'll see down the road you become I used to be. I ain't buying what you sold since I lost your memory. We'll get back together if it ever finds me. But it seems I've lost your memory. Guess it seems the older I get, the less you mean to me. Why you can't seem to forget I've lost your memory. We'll get back together if it ever finds me. But it seems I've lost your memory. Yes, it seems I've lost your memory. Thank you. I don't know if that song's funny or not. As I was listening to myself sing it just now, I'm like, that's sad for her. She's trying to get the old boy back. He's like, "Nope, I done forgot who you are. What's your name again?" I'm glad I don't remember the names. It's like when I walked in here today, I saw Gabe. I'm like, hey, it's like meeting him for the first time. Early onset of old-timers disease. This next song, anywhere I go, I'll always play this song. This song is about the faces, places, and things that I grew up with, and kind of that we all grew up with, and the things we miss from our youth when it kind of passes away into our adult life in our old age. This song is called The Reunion Song, or What I Miss. I miss bench seats and trucks, standing in the middle. I miss lots of things that have changed since I was little. Like the corner drug with its ice cream fountain, going to the lake in the Wichita Mountain. And I miss you and me, and the way things used to be. Such puppy shoes, bell-bottom jeans, 4th of July picnics, crock pots full of beer. I miss starry nights and the Town Rodeo, PTA meetings and the grade school show. The thing I miss most of all, crazy kids in love, weekend cake parties. We never dreamed it wouldn't last, how we can only relive the past. And I miss you and me, and the way things used to be. I miss Smoker Road, parties at the end. I miss Bulldog football and all my high school friends. I miss Bombard Hill and the Yum Yum Tree, staring girls at Gilbert Creek and drinking beer at JRB. The thing I miss most of all, parties. We never dreamed it wouldn't last, now we can only relive the past. I miss you and me, I miss you and me, the way things used to be. Crazy kids in love, weekend cake parties. We never dreamed it wouldn't last, now we can only relive the past. Long ago, far away it seems, give up on our childhood dreams. I miss you and me, and the way things used to be. Thank you. Woo! Getting the case of the numbs. My wife has carpal tunnel, and I do not want it. She has to wear like wrist braces to bed, and she'll be like holding something and just drop it. I'm like, although that might not be bad at the dinner table, maybe I could lose a little weight. Pick up that fork and just drop it every now and then. That'd be sad though if it was a beer bottle. So I don't know, man. Got to weigh the pros and cons on a thing like that. This is the second song I ever wrote. It's called Memories. The only thing that'll stop is pounding in my head. Mean I'd have to get up out of bed. Last night what I did is a complete blur to me. The only thing I got left is her memory. Lord, I need that whiskey river drowning me. Take away the happy memory of a life wasted between you and me. Lord, I need that whiskey river drowning me. That whiskey river drown all my tears. Take away the pain I feel from all them wasted years. You said we'd love the river. Know that would be day before yesterday, and our love would be just a memory, just a memory, just a memory, just a memory. So it's back to the bar where her memories are washed away with the blood of beer. And it comes to either or, fall off this stool or have one more, or they kick me right out of here. I need that whiskey river drowning me. Take away the happy memory of the life wasted between you and me. Need that whiskey river drowning me. Need that whiskey river drown all my tears. Take away the pain I feel from all them wasted years. Said we loved the river. I didn't know that would be the day before yesterday, and our love would be just a memory, just a memory, just a memory, just a memory. Lord, I need that whiskey river drowning me to take away the happy memories. Thank you. All right. Well, guys, once again, it is always a blast to come in here and hang out with Gabe and all this cool sound equipment. On Tulsa Video Magazine, I want to thank our sponsors, whoever you may be. One of these days I'll know your names and I'll promo you guys in one of these, like I do out at the Cimarron. The Cimarron, since I'm up here and I'm doing this, I'm just going to have to plug somebody. Cimarron Club every Sunday has a jam with probably some of the best musicians that run a jam in this town. With Walter Mart and Justin Tipton and Mark Proctor. They have special guests every week. Some really, really good guys. About every 3 or 4 weeks and sometimes 2 weeks in a row, I run the outdoor patio jam. You can come sign out on the indoor or the outdoor stage. They have brats and burgers for $6 and some drink specials that you guys can get out there. It's at the Cimarron Club over there at 26th Memorial down there by I-44 and all the car dealerships. So just giving those guys a shout out. Also my friends Scott Santee and Dave Stunt, drummer, the Rev, and their jam Crystal Skull on Sunday night is happening then as well. If I don't host at the Cimarron, I play at the Skull. So thank you guys for letting me come out. Thank you, Gabe, for letting me share my music with these folks. Thank you folks for watching. Y'all have a good night.
All right. That sounds like fun. All right. Thank you, Stormy Daniel, for performing there for us last Wednesday. We're super excited that you had taken the opportunity to come into the studio and get your performance in. That way, obviously, you're working today, so we're just excited that we were able to get your performance for today. As you can see here next to me, we have Flo Dell. He is the newest member of the Tulsa Livestream family, and he'll be performing right after this break. So if you would, take a look at our sponsorship break, and we'll be right back with Flo Dell.
of the things that make Tulsa live stream really unique is that you can.
I'm Chris Frodell, Chris Yodell, Chris Flodell. Come see me. When I wake up, yeah, buddy. When I wake up in the morning, first thing I do, grab my little glass pipe and I take a hit or two. And I don't need opium, crystal meth, the crack cocaine. Me, my street green friend, and her name is Mary Jane. So I hold it in for as long as I can and as much as I can take. Because the best part of the morning is the wake and bake. 'Cause I'm getting off for the rest of my life. Love with Mary Jane till the day that I die. The whole world can learn to get along. You can't roll one big one and get stoned. So when I come home from work at night, there's only one thing that makes me feel alright. Love, love, a bomb. I took my eyes off my charm until I can't see out of my eyes. There's no doubt that I'm getting spaced out when I come over to Live Stream's house. I stuck the crowd so thick that I think I feel sick and I'm stoned out of my mind. How many blunts can I fit in my throat on my way to the Tulsa live stream show? I don't know, maybe 3 or 4, but you know I can't smoke them once I step to the door, because I get high for the rest of my life. Love with Mary Jane till the day that I die. The whole world can learn to get along when you roll one big joint and get stoned. Don't pass it up, don't try watermelon, red eyes, flying high. Can't deny every day I get my head straight. Embrace the hate I break, but I pull myself together. Spread my wings, spread my feathers, makes me feel so much better. Captivation, levitation, sensation, weightless, fascination, my vacation, destination, hateless. When I'm home, I wanna get gone, I wanna forget the matrix. I play my songs, I'm hitting bombs. It is a shame it's gone, mine is blown. Go to the dispensary, get some home. Have some real homegrown. It's very sticky in my city, not really shitty, 'cause I'm really in a really, really good mood. So enticing and exciting and inviting, providing UFO sightings too. USA, if I'm down, did you spell this is how you do in the clouds and the stars? And watch them shine for you high for the rest of my life. Love with Mary Jane till the day that I die. The whole world can learn to get along. We roll one big blunt and get stoned. I got to dream about the way things should be. Full of peace and freedom for thought and equality. A cannabis society. Chronic addiction Did you listen to a word that I said? Don't mind being gone in my head. Passes by around the room and gets stolen, turn it around, blow a shotgun to my dome. I get high for the rest of my life. Love will never change till the day that I die. The whole world will learn to get along. Roll one big joint and get stoned. Get high.
Thank you. I got cotton mouth really bad. Thank you, sir. This next song is meant to save lives. It's one of my older songs. It's called Hateful Love.
See, this is so hard. It's all your tears and your scars. You let it get too far. Now you're the victim of a hateful love. It doesn't have to be. Abuse is for the weak. If you can only find the strength, no longer can his hands make the bleed. A victim of a hateful love, black and blue, push and shove. When is enough enough? It's all those times he beat you up. Victim of a hateful love, black and blue, push and shove. You can make it go away. Only more pain will come if you choose to stay. Times everything's great. Other times are hell. Locked alone in your cage. All your guns raised. Say to yourself it's not too late to get away from the abuse. It's not love, only hate. When his hands become a noose, a victim of a hateful love, black and blue, push and shove. When is enough enough? It's all those times he messed you up. Victim of a hateful love, black and blue, push and shove. You can make it go away. Only moment will come if you choose to stay.
Thank you. Thank you to Tulsa. Thank you to TulsaLivestream.com. Thank you to the Tulsa Video Magazine and everybody that gives me this opportunity to fulfill my dreams by helping people through my music. And thanks to Steve for the awesome Lodell shirt. Now, that's where the name came from. I used to have a giant Bob Ross afro, except mine was not a perm, it was real. You know what I mean? Bob Ross is fake. There's a running joke, he's my daddy, though, because I can paint really good, and I used to have a bro. And I don't know who my daddy is, so. Let's see. Here's one I wrote for my daughter. I sung it to her in my mama's belly. My mama's belly. Her mama's belly. Sung it to her the day she was born. Lily, baby, I'm so glad to meet you. Let you know just how much I need you. I'll show you joy like no one has ever had. Promise you I'm gonna be a great dad. Wanna give you everything and make you happy. Love you like mommy loves daddy. Unconditionally. Gonna keep you protected from the bad things and tuck you in until you have sweet dreams. I'll never let you be hungry, scared and lonely or even wondering where your daddy's gone. I'll never leave your side. When you're sad, I'll give you a shoulder to cry on. Find yourself in trouble, I don't hesitate to call, I'll be there on the double. Even if I get mad, I want the best for you. Now I know why my mom got mad at me too. Someday you'll have your own son or daughter. Hope you love him like your mother and your father loves you. Thank you. Keep looking up. I want to look right there into my audience's eyes, right? I normally go downtown and I play for strangers. And I engage them, and I ask them song requests and stuff, and I'm more nervous now than I am when I do that. Go figure. I told everybody I wasn't going to be nervous. Thank you. This one I wrote a song about that. You want to hear it? Here it goes. It's called The Buskers Blues. I don't want your money, ain't begging for no change. I'm not homeless or hungry, just a man who loves to sing and play. I got a 9 to 5, I got a house in Hawaii, and I got a little girl, she's my whole world, and she's the reason I'm alive. I've got the buskers blues. You wouldn't want to walk a mile in my shoes. I've got something to lose, but still I'm out here doing what I love to do. Funny, you walk the other way, you go the way around the block just because you think I want you to pay. Well, my songs are free, and so is my mind. Maybe yours could be too, if we could just spend some time. I've got them buskers blues. You wouldn't wanna walk a mile in my shoes, 'cause I've got something to lose, but still I'm out here doing what I love to do. Thank you. A little short one here. Thank you. Thank you to this city and all the wonderful music that does come out of it from local musicians. And this place has given me an opportunity, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you for anybody who's tuning in, and all my friends and family that's tuning in. You guys know I've done this all my life. Let's do dreams come true. Matter of fact, I have the ability to speak things into existence, and my dreams somehow come true if I work hard and I want it bad enough. So this one's called Dreams Come True. They really do.
Going through life, but you feel there's no need, no way you can keep going, then just take it from me. My advice for you is find a fish in the sea, show her you'll always love her and start a family. Well, I never thought that I would find my dreams come true, always searching and hurting and lonely till I found you. Rick, you're so amazing, as a wife, mother, and friend, for all eternity we'll be hand in hand. Yeah, baby, it can happen to you if you work real hard. Want it so bad, dreams will find a way if you give them a chance. Dreams come true, yes they really do. I can't think of my life without you, it's too hard. Before you came along, life was empty and loveless in my heart. Now each day I have a smile, begins at the start, with a peace of mind knowing we will never part. You showed me a love one that I wanted so bad, but most of all I wanted to be a dad. Now my dreams came true, she's my lily pad. I have you and God to thank for that. Dreams come true. Yeah, baby, it can happen to you. If you work real hard, you want it so bad. Dreams will find a way if you give them a chance. Dreams come true. Yes, they really do. Before I go, I want my baby girl to know, if life throws you a curve, don't get discouraged, just knock it on home. Every day you live your life to the fullest, and never give in to any of the bullies, cause life's too short and sweet to have sorrows. Might be here today, but then you're gone tomorrow, and every second is a blessing. Count them well, and every day spent stressed is a day in hell. Where we're going in this life, no one can really tell. Doesn't give you a right to sit around and dwell about the past, the present, all the things to come. It's out of your control, and the baggage weighs a ton. But don't get me wrong, memories are all we have. Without them, we're really just blood and bones in the bag. You gotta keep moving in the sea of change. The water's never still, nothing remains the same. But if you keep your head up and you just keep swimming, then eventually you'll find out the secret to living is to survive and strive for a positive vibe and an open state of mind for a better way of life, cause dreams come true. Yeah, baby, it can happen to you if you work real hard.
Thank you. How many? Sure. I got like 5 more, but I'll do one more. One more then. This is another one that's supposed to change the world. Show me a better way. And he said, changes come just like a waterfall. There'll be no way to save you all. You are bound to fall, but love is the only way to make it to a brighter day. But we have to make a change, and it starts today. So I will do my part to make this world a better place. And I will start by loving everybody in the human race. Treat everyone like a sister and a brother. Man, we gotta start today. Love the earth like she's our mother, that we can't replace, because a lesson in humility. Set aside our selfish greed and our vanity. And it is a barricade. It keeps your hearts locked up in chains. It keeps your minds full of foolish rage and negativity. So it is the only way to make it to a brighter day. And it starts today. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Flodell. Very excited that this was your first performance here on the Tulsa live stream.
Thank you for having me.
We hope that you can make it back sometime here in the near future.
Yes, sir.
Really enjoyable original music. That's what we like here at the Tulsa live stream,
Yes,
and we're happy that you've been able to provide that for us this evening. Last up is going to be Guitar Dave, excuse me. And it is his birthday, so this is his birthday celebration.
Happy
I guess
birthday.
he just wanted to spend it here at the Tulsa live stream, and we don't mind at all because he rocks the place. He's got the biggest speaker out of anybody that brings equipment here. So yeah, Guitar Dave's going to rock it out for the last of the show. Thank you to all the musicians that have made it here this evening. Thank you to everybody for watching. You know, the show is for people here in Tulsa and really all around the world if you're interested in it. But primarily, we like to focus on people here in Tulsa because this is all about Tulsa history. You know, music is history. You know, people who create original pieces of art even, you know, it comes from a certain place, comes from the heart, comes from the brain, whatever you want to call it. That is influenced by your surroundings. And so here in Tulsa, we like to try and get as much of that Tulsa atmosphere as we can here on the show. And we can't do that without the support of the musicians and without the local businesses that sponsor us. And so, yeah, we're going to have a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll be back and close out the show with Guitar Dave. You got anything to say?
Put some hearts up for Gabe here.
Yo, put some hearts up.
Some of the things that make
I never have recurring good words, never have occasional rhymes. They fall into place like thunderclouds, shedding tears on her face. If I dream that I'm running, does it mean I will run far? And if I dream that I'm flying, does it mean I will soar to greater heights that my mind will be thought out? So I plan my time, increase my mind, just to know my feelings sometimes can be so. Never had recurring nightmares, never seen an angel so bright. Stands and guards this chair, oh, he never misses a night. If I dream that I'm dying, did they even know I was here? If I dream that I'm crying, do they know how many tears fell like ocean waves? Can I be saved? Will they feel the same? Increase my mind to be so high. It's how you see when you're blind. I look to the coming day, souls of many shine brighter, and they see they hope my brokenness too much to count. I raise my wings and raise my mind to soar so high, where I feel no pain. Increase my mind to make the signs so they won't be left behind. I look to the darkened night, the eerie promised blaze. It feels like heaven and hell have mixed up all the days. I've seen the signs, end of times. Who's to blame when it frees my mind to know I'm no longer the same? I'm no longer the same. I'm no longer the same. You can free your mind, or you can free your heart to fly, or just how far can you run on your feelings? Sometimes. And 100, Melissa.
Thank you, Guitar Dave, and thank you, Melissa, for closing out the show for us. Happy freaking birthday, Guitar Dave. We're so excited. So excited that Guitar Dave made it out here on his birthday to close out the show for you guys. They've been around here since, Guitar Dave's number 18, so he's one of the first musicians to be here on the Tulsa live stream. And we just couldn't be more excited about the relationship that we've formed and just the way that we can, work together to create this awesome show with musicians here in Tulsa. And Guitar Dave and Melissa have been such a blessing to the Tulsa live stream, just helping us out anytime that we need somebody to fill in for a slot or to help us out for an evening. They've just been so accommodating to us and for us, and so we just can't thank you guys enough. for that. We wish you the very best and definitely a happy birthday, man. All right. Thank you guys for watching the Tulsa live stream. This was episode number 89. Like I said, you know, we had Avery and Guitar Dave here, some of the first musicians that have been here on the show. And then we also had some of the newest musicians on the show with a new musician actually who's never performed on the Tulsa live stream in the past this evening. So it was really cool to see the musicians that have been here for almost over a year and a half and some that have been here for a week. So very interesting to see. Yeah, episode 15. All right, guys, that's going to conclude tonight's show. We'll see you next week at 8:30 for another show.